All right, I think we are all set and ready to go, everybody. My name is Rob Valencius. I'm the National Agent Trainer here at Pinnacle Financial Services. I hope everyone's doing well. Today we got some really exciting stuff, and really we have Kai here from one of our great, awesome lead vendors. They're going to be going over some really cool stuff about their lead program, and I think it's pretty unique. Got some really cool stuff going on, and it has a lot to do with capturing business and leads through online resources. And obviously, since COVID started, we know that that has been a kind of hot button way to go out there and get leads. So we're excited to have Kai here. I'm going to go over my little spiel here, and I'm going to kick it over to him, and he'll go into the details, and then we'll get everybody out of here today within the next 30 to 40 minutes. Keep it nice and short. A couple housekeeping notes. Everybody's in listen only mode. So that does not mean that you can't ask me questions. There's a chat box there. Feel free to ask me questions throughout the presentation. Mainly we do that to, deter any of the unnecessary interruptions. I'm sure everyone's been on webinars where it's been pretty crazy. This is being recorded, so we can certainly get the recording out to everybody. Real quick, I just want to talk a little bit about Pinnacle. So Pinnacle, well, start with me. So I've been with Pinnacle now since 2015. Coming up on my, I think, 7 or 8 year anniversary here. I started out as a sales director, knew nothing about insurance, taught myself pretty much everything I know. I was a sales director for about 5 years, and then in 2020, I moved into the training role here, and kind of never looked back. I love it. I get to train both our internal hires and external agents and distribution all across the country. So I get to meet everybody from here to California, and it's been a great experience. But as a broker and FMO, I mean, we've been around since 2001 is when Pinnacle Financial Services was established. But that doesn't mean we don't have a ton of expertise. So you see here, Kevin Shields is our principal and majority owner, and then Angela Powell, she's the other part owner. They've been doing this for a long time. I mean, Kevin Shields was knocking on doors, selling long-term care in the 80s. Worked his way up through the ranks with long-term care. So Contico, if anyone's familiar with that, American Travelers. Eventually, he left. He bought this division from the long-term care company. We actually strictly only did long-term care till about 2005, and then eventually, decided to get into the Medicare Advantage business, and really we never looked back. So Medicare is roughly 60 to 65% of our yearly revenue. So it has certainly changed everything. And with COVID and some of the stuff that Kai's gonna be talking about, we as agents, I'm a certified ready to sell agent, just like everybody on the call. We had to change the way we do business. For a while, we couldn't leave our house. We couldn't really do much of anything. So, unfortunately, we had to look for other avenues and different ways to be able to market to our clients. And, I really think some of the stuff that Kai's going to talk about, and we do have some of the agents that are utilizing his program with great success. But if you take a look at our company here, we're a family. And one thing I always like to point out is that you can get a hold of us, whether that's talking on the phone, through social media, or popping us an email. We as a brokerage, we want to be in your face. We want you to know who you're doing business with, and we feel that there's a lot of value in knowing who you do business with. So here's my information. If anyone needs it, you can certainly reach out to me after the call. But we don't hide from people. Whether they're good calls or bad calls, we want to hear from you. We want to talk to you. And I think that there's a lot that goes along with that, being a large brokerage with thousands of agents. We want you to feel comfortable, and you're part of the family, and that's really how we look at that. So our sales team is we have our health sales team. They're kind of split up into territories. So if you're not familiar with that, give us our sales team a call. They can kind of talk to you and kind of point you in the right direction. We have our life annuity and long-term care sales team. They handle final expense and then the more complex life annuity and long-term care products. And our support staff, we have a licensing team, we have health, we have a life annuity, long-term care support, we have an enrollment team here. You name it, we got it. Now, I'm not going to go into some of the other stuff we have going on, like our Connect for Medicare online enrollment system for Medicare Advantage, which is powered by both Connecture and Sunfire. We're the only FMO in the country that has access to both. And certainly outside of the stuff that Kai's going to be talking about, we do have other lead programs, but I really think this one is unique. And I think that it is certainly something that you want to jump on as an agent. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it over to Kai. So last week we had some technical difficulties, both of us. So hopefully today will be a little bit different. How you doing over there, Kai?
I'm doing good, Rob. I think this will go all smooth. Thanks again, Rob, for all that and that introduction. My name is Magic Kai. You can call me Kai for short, and I am the CEO of Inspire Digital. So we've been working with Pinnacle for some time now, and we've gotten some pretty good results with some of their agencies. So figured we extend the invite to any other agencies or agents that may want to implement some sort of lead system that's going to actually work really well for them. Specifically, we do want to make sure that we're working with the right clients. So at the very end, I'll give you contact information on how to reach out to us. But yeah, we do want to work with agencies that are very serious about their businesses. So with that said, let's see, all right. So what I'm going to be going over here is a little bit about us, what we do, who we work with, and lastly, how to actually get started and get in contact with us. So who we are. So we help insurance agencies scale to the moon through digital marketing and coaching. We worked with insurance agencies since 2019, about 120 of them so far. We only help agencies though who sell Medicare or final expense, so we're very specialized in that regard. And we have a track record of helping our clients even double their closing rate through some of the coaching that we offer. And we also help agencies with recruiting. So if you guys need more agents on board, we also are very good at that as well. Continuing along here, what sets us apart? So there's a few things. The first thing is experience. So since 2019, we've actually spent over $1 million on digital advertising, which has produced about 100,000 leads for all of our clients. So, $1 million can be, it's been split through mostly Facebook ads, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But this gives us a huge upper hand because we tested things and we know it works. We're also offering exclusivity. So we keep every single lead that's generated exclusive to the client that we're working with. And main reason is just because we want to make sure that you're going to be closing as many of them as possible. And that's also why we're a little bit pricier. But, everyone hates shared leads. I don't think I've met any agencies that like them. But if you have ones that are exclusive, that means they haven't been called a million times and they're most likely going to be expecting a call with the system that we have implemented. So we also have a very consistent track record. So we always deliver leads from the very first day we start working together. There's not going to be like a period of time where we get things going and then there's no leads coming through. It's going to be, first day they're going to be coming through, and then every single day after that, there's going to always be an influx of leads. So that's something that a lot of our clients have really liked, just the consistency with our leads. Another thing too is we offer coaching and support. So we have a team of coaches. We also have account managers who work one-on-one with you guys. And we hope group coaching calls. And those are actually hosted by our top performing clients. So these clients are just really, really good at sales, and they do a lot of sales coaching with everyone. So you can hop on those calls and do, get your questions answered. So super important stuff there. Another thing too, so times are changing fast. I just want to say a few little facts here I found over the period that we've been working together. So the baby boomer generation is becoming more tech savvy than ever. And this is due to many different reasons. But the fact is, virtual sales for insurance has increased from 7% in 2019 to 40% in 2020. And that's about a 471% increase. I believe, since 2020, it's already 2022 now at the time of this recording, but it's actually continued to increase because people are starting to get more and more familiar with using technology, especially the boomer generation. Matter of fact, 69% of people ages 50 to 64 use social media daily, so almost 70%. And then people who are over 65 years old, about 40% of those people use social media daily. So it's time to adapt. And, this is a crucial time period where every insurance agency is going to need to implement some sort of digital marketing and virtual sales. So what should you do? Well, the thing you should do is putting yourself in front of people who actually need what you're selling, of course. So what do we offer? We are specialized in lead generation through Facebook for Medicare and final expense. So these leads are, these could be a little bit catered toward your needs, but we can get, people turning 65, we can do 64 plus, we could do under 64, like 55 plus. It just depends on your needs. We also do recruiting advertising for agencies. Of course, like I said, we also do sales and retention coaching. So if you have agencies or agents on your team that need a little bit of coaching as well, those people can hop on those calls. And we also really focus on actually delivering results that matter, which is leads that need what you're selling. So these people aren't clicking on some random ad about, a dinner to IHOP or something like that. It's actually people who are very interested in what you're selling. So keep that in mind. How do we do it? So we have a few different things we do to make this all happen. But the first thing is we're running Facebook ads. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. This will generate your agency consistent and fresh leads every single day. From there, the leads are actually delivered to a CRM, which you'll have access to. And this CRM actually uses artificial intelligence to follow up automatically for you. So it'll send them text messages and emails to get those people engaged and actually aware that you're going to be giving them a call. I do firmly believe calling is a very efficient way of getting in touch with these folks. So, the text messaging and emailing is there just to supplement that. But yeah, calling is going to be crucial regardless. So once you get in contact with them, that's where the magic happens. And of course, you begin sales from this. And then once you have this dialed in, we can help you scale at your pace. So we're going to be giving you coaching. We'll also be advising you on what you should probably be doing in terms of ad budgeting and just making sure that your agency has enough leads flowing in. We're just wanting to dial that in and make sure that this is sustainable for you guys long term. Something we like to always tell people is, we want to show you what people say about us. This is actually a client of ours. Her name is Mandy, and I just have this quick video I wanted to show you guys of her because she's wonderful and she has some things to say about us. So I'm going to play this real quick.
Hi, my name is Mandy, and my husband and Jonathan and I have been working with Inspired Digital Marketing now for about 3 months. Jonathan and I have been in the Medicare field for 8 or 9 years, quite a little ways, and we have, over that time, always used traditional paper marketing, and it has worked, and it has developed. We have developed quite a book of business, quite a large book of business through that route. What happened, though, was about a year ago, we started noticing that our marketing responses and ROI trends were trending down. And it was obvious to us that the reason why this was happening is because the generation that we're marketing now is a different generation than we were marketing 8 years ago. It's just a completely different group of people. And so in order to move and flex with these changing times, we realized that paper was just going to be less effective. And so we decided to go the route of social media and do a little bit of research. So what we did was we quite literally just jumped on Facebook, and Inspired Digital Marketing found us, which to us was a testimony to their marketing because they reached out and they found us. So we spoke to the guys there. We just fell in love with them. Right out the gate, from the sales to the customer service, was phenomenal. And we decided to give it a whirl. So IDM promised us 50 leads in the first 30 days. To us, that was strong. They were wrong. We ended up getting over 300 leads. Now, obviously, they weren't wrong. They knew we would get a lot of leads. They were under promising and over delivering. We were absolutely delighted when those leads started pouring in. I get 10 to 15 leads every single day. And my husband and I started pounding the pavement, working the leads, and we actually turned over and sold right on the spot 33 of those leads in the first month. So we were very pleased. That's a very strong ROI. That's giving us a margin of somewhere around 75%, which is phenomenal. That's going to put our company somewhere in the realm of 45% growth year over year. So those are numbers that are absolutely amazing. And if you're wondering if it's worthwhile to spend the money, the answer is yes, it absolutely is. Now, the truth is, you still have to pound the pavement. You still have to go out there, meet the people, and sell your product. So, but if you're willing to do that, and you know that you're ready to do that, these leads are strong leads. They will turn over for you. So we have had a great experience. The customer service with them has been phenomenal. With any situation, you're always going to have a certain amount of bumps along the way. The question is not, do you have bumps? The question is someone there ready to smooth out the bumps immediately as soon as you encounter them? And IDM has been right there. They've been extremely responsive, and they have smoothed out the ride for us with no trouble. So we are just thrilled to be working with this company.
All right, so just wanted to show that video for you guys real quick. Mandy's great. So I'm just going to show you a few screenshots here of some results we've gotten for our clients, just some numbers here. You can see here from this screenshot, this was somebody's ad account June 4th to August 6th back in 2020, and they were only spending $15 a day, which is a small amount. Normally we have our clients spend a lot more than that nowadays, but you can see here they got about 200 leads for about $2.67 a lead, which is pretty strong. Another one here is another one of our clients from about September to December of 2020. You can see here they got about 639 leads for only about $1,800, so about $2.94 a lead there. This screenshot is a little bit more recently, back in end of 2021. And you can see here, it's actually an agency of multiple agents in here. Each person had their own campaign running, and they spent about $6,000, got about 975 leads. So almost 1,000 leads, and that was from August 1st to November 10th. So about 40 days, and they got about 1,000 leads, which was really strong. And these kind of results can be duplicated for most of our clients, depending on your region. But of course, we could talk all about that later. So what are the next steps? The next steps here are you can go ahead and book a call with us at www.inspireddigitalmarketing.com/appointments. That's where you can book a call with one of our specialists. Then if we determine that we'll be a good fit together, onboarding only takes 48 hours. So within 48 hours of getting started, your leads will start flowing through. And matter of fact, the very first day is going to be really exciting, because that's when you'll start getting your first leads, and then hopefully, closing those leads right there. So one other thing to keep in mind is we only onboard a few agencies per week to maintain our quality. quality control is important to us. We want to make sure that we're paying attention to all of our clients. So we do onboard just a few people per week, but if you believe, this could be something that would be very beneficial for your agency and, making sure that you guys are growing, feel free to book a call. And yeah, looking forward to it. All right, Rob, I think I'll stop sharing my screen there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So thank you, everybody. Like I said, I wanted to keep this, relatively short, but to the point. Really, the main thing behind this is look, we have a great partnership with Guy. If you want to work with them, work with us. And we're not going to force you to move every single one of your contracts or, whatever the case is. We want you to want to work for us. So at the end of the day, our big thing is just do a little bit with us. And I think you will see just how much we can vastly improve your marketing, your leads, without any of that pressure that you would get from a traditional FMO. So with that being said, I am going to end the call. I just want to thank everybody for taking the time out of your day to join me. And, I'm sure we will be back, and we're going to be working with Ty to maybe do another one of these in the near future. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a great day.